said, oh no, look, he's throwing it up right there.
Yeah.
No, I see a nipple right there.
50 had a mic in his hand and one of the advertisements in his shit. And they crossed it out, they blotted it out and said he was holding up a gang sign. He was holding a mic.
Yeah, that's what they know. That's what they do.
Wow.
At the end of the day, you know how penitentiaries is. They want niggas to fuck each other.
Yeah,
you understand? Real talk. That's what they want. They promote that shit. You understand what I'm saying? They want niggas to fuck each other, man. How the fuck? I never understood how they took Short Eyes out the pen. I never understood that. Like, you understand what I'm saying to you? Like,
that shit crazy.
What the fuck? Like, so now here's model magazines. Oh no, I can see too much through the outfit.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah, they was making all kinds of excuses not to get them to me. Cause I was getting them cabs from G when they was sending them.
Yeah. I used to take the boxes to the office.
Right. And every issue he would send them out to me. You know what I mean? And then after a while, they just stopped letting them in for little bullshit ass excuses.
Yeah, every time they get one, they go, oh no.
Yeah.
They be like, oh no, man, this nigga's thinking.
But I was passing them joints around now. I was passing them joints around. Like after I finished chilling with y'all, like throw this shit up on their walls and shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
So they were loving you just for that.
Yo, straight stepping calm niggas down. That's what it is. The niggas, that's at least 2 hours of motherfucker not getting in trouble. 260 pages, niggas over on his fault. You understand what I'm saying? Yo, what else? So you go to the yard tomorrow, man. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Well,
one of the niggas getting into bullshit.
Minding their business.
Yeah, that's real, man.
Okay, so I got the Black Cocaine EP right here. What made you decide to put an EP out for the album?
Alright, number one is that our approach to this next Mobb Deep album right now has to be extremely strategic because we ain't had an album out in 6 years. Since Blood Money, you know what I mean? And we got to make sure that we approach this next album real right. So we got to have an attitude like we brand new artists. We can't act like, oh, we Mobb Deep, or we don't need to do certain thing. Or a lot of people saying, yo, why Mobb Deep dropping an EP? They don't need to do that for new artists. But we have to treat ourselves like new artists. You know what I'm saying? We got to always treat it like we starting from ground zero. Because once you got that attitude, then you'll succeed. But if you got the attitude like you ain't got to do certain things, you know what I mean? That's when you're going to be too cocky with it, and you're just going to be slipping. Somewhere along the line, you're going to slip. You know what I'm saying?
You know what? What that comes from discipline right there. You understand what I'm saying? And not being big-headed and just understanding the ways it came in. The game changed, man.
Yeah, man.
The kind of music we like and what we do, these young niggas don't really like that shit you talking about.
Yeah, I know. It's hard to bust through. It's hard to bust through with our style of music right now.
It's kind of, getting rough. So this is a real smart move to just, recoup your fans and get them back, and then hopefully, grab some of the new fans right here. Because these niggas like the records where they could dance with each other.
No,
real talk.
Yeah.
That's true.
A record come on and niggas will all bunch up and dance with each other. Like they don't dance with, at least Mobb Deep music will make niggas group up and bust a nigga head. That's cool if niggas get together to do that.
Absolutely.
But fuck you or group up and niggas be together and rocking, and I'm like, yo, come on, man.
That's true, but in a sense, there are certain artists that were out a minute ago that right now, a lot of the young guys, they know it just gives them some sort of credibility to like. So, being that you're a part of Mobb Deep, do you feel like you got these young guys coming up and they're showing you love, but they don't really understand who you are or what your music is? Because it kind of gives them cool points to be like, oh yeah, Mobb Deep, oh yeah, Wu-Tang.
Yeah, I definitely think there's a lot of these new artists, they don't really know our history. And they come up in a new era. They from a new era. They grew up listening to different things, you know what I mean? But there's a lot of them also. I was locked up with a lot of young dudes, man. They was like, yo, my aunt or my pops, you know what I mean? Give me your album. I got your album from, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people would write me also. I had a lot of fans, like 16, 17-year-old fans would write me like, yo, I got your album about Mobb Deep from my mom, so my mom passing your album. I was like, yo, you need to listen. This is real hip-hop, you know what I mean? So, the fans vary out there, but the bottom line is, for us to survive in this game, the tactic that we use is to keep that mind state like you're a brand new artist, like nobody knows who you are. You know what I mean? And that's how we treat it. Like nobody knows who the fuck Mobb Deep is. Like we ain't nobody. So we gotta. It forces you to work even harder. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. And why Black Cocaine?
Number one, because it just sounds crazy. That's the number one reason we picked it. And another reason was, you know, it was just something that they came from jail. I was in there with a few niggas. We used to be out in the yard and shit. And we used to, one day we was like, yo, what would be the name of a black rock group? If you start a black rock group, what would you name it? So we was all throwing around names, and I threw out Black Cocaine. And I just started saying it a lot after that, and we ended up naming the album. You know what I'm saying?
That's hot.
Nah.
Especially as a black rock and roll group.
Yeah.
You sparked that idea.
So what's the direction you taking on the next project? You taking it back to Illinois?
Yeah, I mean we're gonna stick to our guns, man. You know, do that hardcore music, that soul music. You know what I mean? That come from our soul and our minds, man, and just stick to our formula. You know what I mean? What made us successful from day one. You know what I mean? Like we don't do songs with other artists. You'll hear us do songs with certain other new artists and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's only right.
Yeah, certain people that we feeling, because we like a lot of these young dudes that's coming up right now. So you'll hear us doing that, and yeah, it's just that fire, man. You know, that quality music that can stand up there with the rest of our albums and withstand the test of time. It's not no trendy shit. The shit is real music. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that shit, boy, shit, I don't give a fuck, man. The way that shit come on, you understand? Like, y'all got some records that it don't matter. When they come on, everybody stop what the fuck they doing. You understand? And niggas understand what it is. You know, the joint with Lil Kim. You understand that shit? Like, you know, the Burn joint with Noise. Like, y'all got motherfucking endless records.
You got a lot of joints.
Godfather Part 3.
Getaway.
Come on, that Getaway shit, that was ugly too. You know what I'm saying? So,
and we can't forget The Roof with Mariah Carey. We can't forget that record. Because I know a lot of females, I was one of them, loved that record. And for Mariah to get on the joint with Mobb Deep, I just thought that was like, for me, it was like the best of both worlds.
Yeah, that was definitely
especially at that time.
That was definitely a good one. Yeah. And the joint with 112, the Hey Love.
Yo, that was crazy.
Oh, yeah.
That was crazy.
But
you know, the good thing about y'all is that, like, y'all are MOP. You understand? It's just like everybody knows what they expect, you know what they get, and it's just like they know there ain't gonna be no fuck shit going on. Like, you understand what I'm saying? That real hip-hop shit, man. And I just want to let you know I appreciate y'all, man.
No doubt, man. We're going to keep it coming, man. We know the importance. We know the importance of what we do. We know we represent a certain sound. We represent certain people. We represent the struggle, poverty, and all that. So we know what we need to be done, definitely.
A lot of niggas, they just one step away from shaking their ass, man. Niggas just ain't do it yet. They one step away, man. We need y'all, man.
No doubt.
You got some music queued up radio?
Yes, sir.
Let's get that shit on.